What's up, my name is TechNoba here for Troubleshoot, and in today's video, I've got an incredibly useful video for you if you're using OBS Studio and you've only got a single monitor setup. I.e., when you're playing a game full screen for maximum performance, you have no idea whether OBS is streaming, recording, or anything else. How exactly do we make life a lot simpler and start and stop recordings without having to tab in and out of our game, or by using some sort of overlay, peek through, or anything along those lines to see what's happening to OBS on our desktop? Well, of course, if you're planning on streaming, the easiest thing to do is possibly Shift-Tab, open up the in-game overlay, and check the website you're streaming to see if you're live. But of course, if you're like me and you only record, what exactly can we do to make sure that we are or aren't recording while we're playing? Well, there's a really simple plugin available on the OBS forums over here called Stream Recording Start Stop Beep, SRBeep, version 2.1.0, originally released in 2016, and the last update was December 8th, 2019. While this project hasn't been updated in quite a while, it does still work very much as expected. What does it do? Well, if you haven't figured it out already, it plays the sound when you start or stop a stream or recording. Super simple. So how exactly do we install this? Well, go ahead and check the description down below and you'll find a link to this forum page over here. There's some dependencies if you're going to be doing this on Linux, but for Windows, it's super easy. Drag and drop OBS Studio folder into C program files or wherever you have OBS Studio installed. Merge all files down and you should be good to go. Delete any MP3 files you don't want to use or copy and rename silence.mp3. This is how we disable certain noises or enable them again. So let's simply go ahead and click Go to Download, and a zip file will download. I'll then open it up and we'll see it on our screen over here. We have a Linux folder, obviously for Linux, and a Windows folder over here. And we have said OBS Studio folder, which we'll be combining with our existing install. Inside of here, it replaces some of the files from the 64-bit bin, as well as the 32-bit bin over here. Data, OBS plugins, SRBeep, we have a whole bunch of sound effects that we can disable by simply deleting the existing file with a sound in it and copying the silence.mp3 with the exact same name as the file we deleted. Don't worry, we'll be getting there in just a second. Heading back out, OBS plugins, 64-bit, we simply have this SRBeep DLL that'll tell OBS that we have the plugin installed. So with all of that aside, what do we do from here? Well, simply locate where OBS Studio is installed. I'll go ahead, press start, right-click on the OBS icon, more, and click Open Folder. If you're taken to a folder with just the shortcuts inside of it, right-click the OBS Studio shortcut, open file location, and you'll be taken to where it's installed. For me, it's in C, Program Files, OBS Studio, bin 64-bit. This OBS Studio folder back here is what we'll be combining with the zip that we just downloaded. For you, more than likely, it'll be installed in the same place, C, Program Files, OBS Studio. So we'll be combining this existing OBS Studio folder with this one that we just downloaded. As you can see, they share bin, data, and OBS plugins. Now, because no files are going to be replaced, there's not too much to worry about. If you want, you can make a backup of your existing OBS Studio, but I'm not going to do that as we're not replacing anything. Simply drag and drop all of the files from the zip as such into your OBS Studio folder over here. Click Continue, and because we're not overwriting anything, it works just like that. Now, of course, because I'm recording on OBS Studio, I'll have to close it and restart it, then resume it to show you exactly what happened, as the plugin currently isn't loaded. So I'll stop my recording and restart OBS. Now, of course, you didn't hear that as I started recording, but it made a simple noise, and we saw that inside of here in the OBS Studio mixer icon. If I were to go ahead and start streaming, you'd hear a streaming noise. I'll go ahead and stop streaming, and we heard that we are no longer streaming. The same thing would happen if we started or stopped recording. Let's say that you don't want some of those sound effects. What exactly can we do? Well, simply head across to where OBS Studio is installed and then open up the data folder followed by OBS plugins, and we're looking for SRBeep. Inside of here is where we had all of the MP3 files that the program plays. We can open them up and we'll hear what they sound like. That was the buffer sound over here, which is this one. And stopping it. They're all over here. The silence.mp3 file over here is dead quiet. So let's say that we want to remove something. Let's make sure that when we start or stop our recording buffer, we want it to be dead silent. Simply go ahead and copy the silence.mp3 file. Then we'll be copying the name of the file we're going to be replacing with silence. Slowly double click on it and hit Ctrl-C to copy the text that's highlighted. course, you can also right-click and then click Rename. Then we'll go ahead and delete the audio file that we want to replace and rename our copy of the silence file with the name of the file we want to be quiet. Then we'll do the same with the stopping sound if we don't want that as well. We'll duplicate the silence file, copy the name of the file we want to delete the file we want to delete, and then rename the copy of the silence file to the one that we just deleted as such. Now starting and stopping our buffer recording should be dead quiet. So, quiet and quiet. Now, of course, there was a tiny bit of hissing that you may have heard, but that's just the sound that the silence.mp3 file makes, or at least the plugin when it plays said file. What happens if we're missing the file entirely? Well, I'll rename it to something it's not recognized as, and I'll click the Start Replay buffer. While it worked, I would assume that not having the audio file could somehow cause a crash, hence he mentions to rename the silence file over here. Of course, you can go ahead and remove these files entirely, but I would assume that they may crash the program at some point unexpectedly, so using the silence file is probably a lot better. Right now, it's dead quiet swapping in between those, and the other buttons should still make noise. With that out of the way, that's basically all there is to this plugin. It's super simple and useful to use if you only have one monitor that you're playing the game full screen on. Now, of course, because I'm using more than one screen, I don't really need this plugin. How exactly do we get to uninstalling? Well, simply head across to where OBS is installed using the same method as before. Then we'll be locating the files from inside the zip. If you don't remember, you can reopen the zip and the Windows or Linux folder. So inside of the Windows folder, we have bin 64-bit SDL2.exe, bin 64-bit, and we'll look for SDL2.dll. We'll simply go ahead and remove this file from both the 64-bit and the 32-bit directories inside of our OBS install. As you can see, I'm currently not able to delete it as I have it open. Don't worry, I'll push it across to the side, open up the 32-bit version, and delete it here as well. Then we'll go back a folder, back to OBS Studio on both our zip and our install. Then the data folder, OBS plugins, and we'll locate SRBeep. Again, I'll delete it here. That one seemed to work, as well as the 32-bit version that I didn't start earlier. Then OBS plugins, 64-bit, and we'll locate SRBeep, and once again delete it. Then we'll locate the 32-bit version, which is also SRBeep. So now that we've deleted all of those files, we can go ahead and delete the zip that we downloaded as we don't need it anymore. We've installed it and uninstalled it completely. So I'll have to restart OBS, then click try again on these files over here for them to be deleted properly. I'll go ahead and do that now. And there we go. Almost as quickly as we installed it, we simply uninstalled it. It's that easy. If I go ahead and start and stop streaming, or the replay buffer over here, it's dead quiet with no sounds playing because we've successfully uninstalled the plugin. Super simple and easy to use. Anyways, hopefully you found some use out of this video. My name's been TechnoBay here for Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.